Hello. Can you tell it's winter time where I live? It's cold all the time. Can you tell? Hi. I feel like whenever it is winter and cold during these types of seasons, like I find myself just allowing life just to move like as quickly as it possibly can, you know. So yeah, it is Saturday, December 5th, 6th, today's the 6th, 2025, and I think I just, I normally don't make my yapping videos because I'm not ranting and I'm not like venting, I'm just talking, I usually don't make these videos so late in the week, and I just got them donating plasma sitting in my boyfriend's truck and he's still donating, so I'm like, you know what, like, yeah, I can watch YouTube or look at Pintrest or whatnot, but why don't just like I take the time to reflect on my own mental mind state in this moment, like where I am mentally, kind of. And something I did want to talk about was like success versus failure, like the difference between that and how I perceive like success and how I perceive like failing, for the month of November I did this kind of, I'll call it like a mini 75 hard, but I only did it for the month of November, and it looks so cozy right now. I make my own terms whenever I do the 75 hard, because it's like I can do what someone else has done, but that was created for them, like not for me. So every time you do something like that, just make it for you, So yeah, this time around I made 5 things for myself. No dairy, so no dairy, cheese. I don't drink milk, but like aligns with that. Really, it was the cheese that I was just like wanting to cut out of my diet, because that's a lot of saturated fat and doesn't really align with like my fitness goals. So no cheese, no dairy, none of that, no caffeine, no energy drinks. I found myself using that as kind of just something to lean on whenever I was tired, low energy, didn't get enough sleep the night before, and it just became like unhealthy habit that I wanted to cut out. So no coffee, no energy drinks. I did gua sha. I wanted to use my gua sha every night. You know what I'm saying? No music. I listened to no songs that had words in it. So strictly only like classical. And I found myself listening to like a lot of lo-fi musics. And then lastly, I wanted to go to like a yoga class every Monday. Oh my goodness. Radar detector. So yeah, that was my 5 things that I chose. And we're not perfect. Yeah, you're supposed to exert the most amount of discipline to not go against those rules you set for yourself every day. So technically how you could perceive it is like, yes, I did fail, quote, but for me, failure is a mindset, like you gave up. So how I viewed that whole like challenge I did for myself, I did genuinely succeed. I feel successful within that, because there were more there were way more days that I committed to my goals than there were days that I did not, you know. And even if I did have a day where I didn't do it, it's just like, well, I didn't do it, so now it's like I give up. That's failing. Failing is giving up. But I feel like, you know, trying again, even though you didn't succeed, that is where real success comes in. It's just like the mindset of having like determination and perseverance. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. So yeah, success versus failure, it's all in the mindset and how you choose to view a situation. You know, I feel like you can use it as anything as growing moments and as hindering moments for the self. And you know, you're not always gonna 100% succeed at everything, but your life's not meant to be 100% failing either, you know. But I really do feel like when you do, say, I don't know, you had this job, for instance, I'm gonna put myself in this situation. You had a job, for instance, and the job let you go. It's like you could use that as like, you could see that as like, oh, like, you know, I failed. I didn't do my job right. Like, you know, I'm not good at this, Or you can choose to look at it as how, you know what, this just wasn't meant for me and this is redirection. I really follow that term, redirection, because the universe, you know, Khloe Kardashian says, like, you can have all these plans, but God's just gonna laugh at you. Whether, like, you know, and that doesn't even have to be in the sense of God. It could just be like the universe, whatever you believe in. Like, you can have these plans, but life sometimes is not meant for those type of plans. There's other things meant for your agenda, and just to go with it, you know. Success versus failure, and I think that's all I have for today. So today's Saturday. Today is the day of the throat chakra. The day of the throat chakra. So that means we are speaking our inner truth with ourselves and with others while feeling safe in doing so. Goodbye.